Hello, 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 hello. And welcome back to Giant's Island. Here we are again. I said I was going to get this done. I got the baling done. Oh, what's going on? Oh, thank you very much, Puppy, for the resub or subscribe. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. I have to look over at a different screen for that. Hope you're doing okay today. Yeah, so I'm just doing the picking up. I managed to get the mowing, not the mowing, the baling finished, but not the picking up. So we're just going to quickly do that, and then we're going to get over to our forestry operation, which is where the real money is. But we don't want to just leave money on the field, do we? It'd be very silly. So yeah, so happy Tuesday, everybody. Yes. It's a fun one. Every day's a fun one. It's done. Shouldn't take very long. Then we can get back to chopping down trees. Like I said, this is just literally the rest of the bales. Yes. I probably would have managed to get it done, but I had to eat. Dang pesky biological. I didn't realise it was Steam have got a lovely sale on at the moment for train simulators or train things. Trains and transport, I think. But yeah. So if you like some of the games like Train Fever and stuff like that, I think some are not. I don't know about those ones, but some of them are on offer. Not Train Fever, Transport Fever. That's the one. Train Fever is the first one. Transport Fever and Transport Fever 2 are the follow-ons, which are I like a lot. So much so that I actually did get Train Fever, which was the first one. Because I'm a bit of a completionist. in case you hadn't noticed, I'm a bit of a completionist. Just a smidge. So, looks like we got some mess to clear up there for the piggies, but they'll have to wait till we get there. Probably when it gets dark in the evening, when we've picked up, well, we'll have picked up all our bales when we've done as much as we can forestry wise. Hello, Jeremy. How are you today? I hope you're well. Welcome into the craziness of picking up the bales that I was going to try and get done before the episode, before the live stream, but didn't. We got them baled though. Pesky biological needs got in the way. Who would have thought? So, there we go. And strategy this time is a little different because we've got them all done. Strategy is to come furthest away and gather more furthest away first. So then you have less distance to travel back. Theoretically. Da 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 da. Like this one. Already? Surprised. Well, no, I'm not surprised, but it's nice to see the progress. Like I said yesterday, it is great just to see you cut the swaths of grass and then you bale it up and then you collect the bales and then there's just a nice clear field left. It's lovely. And then you go and sell the bales and you make a load of money, which is even better. Who would have thunk it? Yeah. So there we go. Green, green grass. Yes. And then, oh, cloudy, cloudy sky. The man around the corner is going to poke you in the eye. If you want me to sing it, I will. But I've got a bit of a scratchy. Well, not scratchy, but I've got a bit of a weird throat today for some reason.
All hands brace for impact.
That's what I thought, puppy. No, you're okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about singing, Pad. Besides, like I said, I have my penchant for changing lyrics on the fly. But like I said, that's why we looked up and we saw cloudy, cloudy sky, so we couldn't go with the actual song lyrics, we had to go with something different. If it had been blue, blue sky, we might have gone with the normal. So there is a value to doing this, but I don't think it's as valuable. You did it. You just did it because it's green, green. So you weren't actually quoting the song, because you know what it's like with song lyrics around here. It is green, green. It's green, and it's a different kind of green, and it's a different other kind of green, and it's a little bit brown. So maybe it's green, 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 brown, brown. Green, 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 brown grass. You weren't. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's a common enough expression, but yeah. I mean, and yet people quote song lyrics that I don't know, and then they go, "But wait, why don't you know that song lyric?" And it's like, well, because I don't know that one. Usually that's Hitman. He's quoting something from like the early 1800s or something. There we go. It's all good fun. We enjoy ourselves. At least I hope we do. If we don't, we're doing it wrong. That's all I'm saying. Heading back to the barn. I'm pretty sure the only health and safety inspection we'd pass would be the Dare Tebbers one, with driving around at speeds like this with the machinery operating, but that's fine. That's fine. We're good. Nearly at 10 mil. Well, we're at 6.274, so we keep edging closer. We keep working on it. Like I said, I did an experiment. If you missed yesterday's stream, I did an experiment. I did the silage just to see if we spent an hour on kind of harvesting the trees versus an hour on silage, which one would produce the most amount of money. And the answer was the forestry stuff. Trees. Because we managed to produce almost 200,000 in the first hour of the stream. And by the time we mowed and baled up and collected, we got about 70,000-ish worth of bales. I mean, obviously this is now going to be the full field. So we'll see what the full field is worth in just a little bit. So we'll have to look at the sales stats. So yeah, so that's the, and then we're going to get straight on back over to the trees, because we went over to the other side of the trees, and we were gonna, the plan was to start cutting down all the ones that are on the grass on the other side. So yeah, so we gotta make sure that we're doing the right, spending our time doing the right things to make the money. Because I've got other stuff lined up for after we've done this, and having kind of alluded to the whole kind of transport fever stuff, that's where we're headed. That's the next plan, is to be playing and doing achievement hunting for Transport Fever, and then Transport Fever 2. I did buy Train Fever for the magical price of £1.67 last night, just so that I could do the Train Fever achievements, because obviously that's the predecessor game to Transport Fever. And like I said, the reason I did that is because I'm absolutely not at all ever any form of a completionist. In terms of collecting things or anything like that, just has never been my style, you know. That's why we're here with the older version of Farm Sim, because I don't have to get the 10 million just to actually get the achievement that I already have, because it happened when I did a test and edited an XML file. So totally fine, totally not a problem. Hey Quizzy, good evening. Hope you're well and happy farming. Yes, we are happy farming. Thank you very much. It's a good one. Looks like we're gonna have 3 bales left. That's about right, about normal. So yes, so we're just selling these, and then we'll be getting back to the forestry stuff. And we'll just yeah, see roughly how far the money from the silage goes, because obviously it's been 2-ish hours worth of work to do that field, and we know in 1 hour for the forestry we can get 200,000. So we'll see. If we get 200,000 for 2 hours work, then it's, yeah, at half marks. Doodly doodly doodly. Run over the pedestrians, because they deserve it. Not all pedestrians, just those ones. Those specific pedestrians deserve to be run over. Again, Dareturbo's health and safety inspections. Means that we pass with flying colours all the time. No one ever questions it. It's all good. Again, completely not a completionist, which is why these 3 bales are being picked up and taken before we go and do our next thing. Well, that and I'll forget it. Do, 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 do. So, how are you today, Quizzy? I hope you're well and happy. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. I've actually reverted back out of jeans and I am back in my shorts now, which is fantastic. But not for long, obviously. It is September after all. You're great, excellent, wonderful, super smashing great. There we go. So the total bales are total bales 188,000. So basically, it is about half the money that we get from doing the whole thingy bobber. So we are going to cut more trees. That's where the money is. It's where the money is. Just for the sake of it, chop a tree. Got 15 videos to upload as one on YouTube. Wow. Is that the harvesting puppy? Or is that something else? There we go, that's got it. Oh no, it's from. Oh yes, you said about the air show. Fantastic. You're gonna edit it all together, or you're just gonna. Oh yeah, I think you said you were just gonna splice it together and put it as one. That'd be interesting for anyone that appreciates the air shows. I mean, I enjoy them, but it's not my not something I tend to go looking for, shall we say. It's all good fun. If we all like the same things, life would be a very, very boring thing. After all, you wouldn't need a menu. We all like the same thing. There'd just be one restaurant chain, and they'd have one meal. That'd be it. There you go. That's your lot. Bye. How boring a world would that be? So yeah, unfortunately, we are. One of the reasons I did the silage was I was worried that just doing this whole tree cutting stuff would be a little bit boring for everyone to watch time after time after time after time after time after time after time. But it is where the money is. I'd say I'd try and do in-cab just to give it some variety, but that's just going to be... yeah. That's going to extend the timeline even more. So... but there we go. Ultimately, if everyone's bored of it, then I can always take it offline and do it and then move on to the next game, but we'll see. We'll see. Do. Okay, that's one row done. Now we've got an entire row to do. Oh, actually, an entire 2 rows by the looks of it, because we've done a lot on the grass. What a naughty fad. What a naughty fad, planting trees on the grass. So the mission is to chop down all these trees, basically. I mean, the mission for today is to chop down all these trees on the grass. That was... I'd suggest it would be a good idea yesterday. And I think it's reasonable. There'll be a lot of this act, obviously. And a little bit of using the old auto loading truck. Because why not? But there are people that do this every day, I'm sure. La li la li la li la. Just that many trees left. It's alright, it's okay, we live to chop trees another day. Maybe worth looking into whether or not we... which was one of these things. Because we didn't buy it. 470,000. Yeah, not for $500,000. And the leasing costs, it costs us so far. Where are the leasing costs? Where are leasing costs? Vehicle leasing costs. 20 grand so far today. Yeah, so I think we're going to get to the amount of money that we want to get to before we're going to hit 480 grand's worth of leasing costs. Is my suspicion. So, hence, I am not going to swap this for a purchase. Well, I don't need to swap it. I think I've got the lease to buy mod included here. And if not, I would get it. And that 20,000 has made us 20,000 has made us 700,000 plus this, so say 800,000 worth of money. So we're getting our value. So it's all pretty much a cost benefit analysis now with whatever we're doing to get to that 10 mil. And I think possibly one of the last things we will do is be selling the cookies, the DAS cookies. Because I don't think I might have sold some, but I don't think we've sold hardly any of those. Because they're just amassed over next to the cookie factory. We've sold the other things like the donuts and the bread. So, how was the air show? Obviously, I'm assuming you enjoyed it, Puppy. But, well, I think that's a fairly safe assumption, but... yeah, that's what I thought. I know you were looking forward to it, because you said on Friday that you were looking forward to, or was it Thursday or Friday? Either way, you said last week that you were looking forward to the weekend and the Saturday. It's always good. Nice to have things to look forward to. Ooh. This is frustrating me. There we go. I think I've got it that time. Ah, it's got it. Okay. Da, da, da. Go. Beep, beep, beep. Actually, as you know, there's more trees this side than there were on the other side. So. The field is actually longer. Way. It's good. We need the monies. There's the maze, the hedge maze. I think you had to get to the centre of that to get one of the gold coins or the things that you had to treasure hunt in 2011. It might have been gold nuggets or something, I can't remember. It's a long time ago. I wonder, they've obviously brought that back in 22, I wonder if they'll be maintaining that in 25. The whole finding collectibles. But, I mean, it's not an essential part of the game, but I do enjoy it. It certainly encourages exploration of the beautiful maps that get created. That's all 15 started to upload now, so all will tell. Indeed, fantastic. There's it's a lot of time to, well, depending upon your upload speed. I mean, my upload speed used to be terrible. Fortunately, with the fibre, I now have a lot better experience of it. When I had like less than 3 meg up, it was challenging just to do streaming. I look back at some of the streams and some of the clips that people had made, and the quality of the stream was just so fuzzy. But I couldn't get it any higher because the bandwidth just wouldn't allow it. There we go. That's why it's good to keep up to date as best you can with all things. So, we've got plenty more. Trying to calculate the number of trees left, but got another one booked on the 5th of October. Ah, nice. That'll be good. Do you have to travel far for those, or are those ones that are just fairly kind of close to you, so you just kind of go a couple of towns over or something? course, you'll probably remember the incident from the Shoreham Air Show several years ago now. That was not far away from here. Affected my travel to work for quite a while, actually. So. Get through bus it. And your bus for about 5-10 minutes. That's not bad. That works. Where I think I mentioned this.
Brace for impact.
There are a few folks that I know, gaming folks, that came down for Airborne, Eastbourne Airborne. Well, a good few months ago now. They enjoyed that, so. Dee 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 dee. For an anarchist, I'd be tempted to chop down the one in the middle of that maze, but I'm not going to. Not even tempted. At all. At all. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, they're going on a single fidget, fair enough. Sometimes that's what you have to do. Unless you've got the time and the software to do all the editing and put it all together in that way, but... So we got now 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 more trees. Well, 8 more trees on this row, and then we've got a whole nother row to go. And looks like we've got a few that have spilled over the edge of the grass on this side, on this top side field, as it were. You haven't, but it's okay. Well, again, I'm sure people will enjoy it no matter what. I mean, sometimes it amazes me some of the stuff that actually gets uploaded to YouTube, and people watch it. People watch it. That's not a hit on YouTube per se, but just yeah. Everyone finds their little niche. Guess I probably invested way too much in doing I get the whole. Actually, no. I got Adobe Creative Cloud on a Black Friday deal one time, so I was quite happy with that. I have a decision to make in a moment. Are we going to go back down and just tackle the next row of trees straight away before we start collecting? Or are we going to start collecting in the truck first and then come back and do the next row of trees? I don't have any particular worry either way. Still going to be here. Still going to be doing it. Oh, you're going to have to put warnings on a couple of them. Oh, is that presumably loud noises, I assume? But... A little bit of light might help. It's better. Working the same way. works. No. That one. Da, 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 da. We don't have any pup cam today because the dog's disappeared upstairs, so... Even before I started streaming, he'd gone off upstairs. Oh, actually, it reminds me. Wake 2.
Wake 2, coming up.
Should just put the light on a bit for him. It's not that dark yet, but it will be soon enough. Da 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 da. Some that get look from this angle like they get close to the water, but we'll see when we get there. This field, in the naming of fields of who had them, this one was Hitman's. It found field 18 until I bought it. Besides that stump, we could have got at least another foot of a tree, I would have thought. I don't think I'm going to go all the way along the shoreline, although I might do. Let's see. See what it looks like when we get round there. It's not too many, we'll go and do it. If there is, then actually we'll probably end up going and doing it, because then it's done. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we'll approach this. But we're gonna pick up what we've done so far, I think. I think we'll approach this from the other side is better. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of from the other side. Now let's pick up some trees. Well, doing it while moving thing really doesn't help, does it? Normally come in from this angle. $6,000. We're configured to pick up from the one side. We can change the configuration. Configure to pick up from that one side. So we're gonna come and turn around. Why do you not want to pick that one up? Why is it? Because it's not been... There we go. That actually helps, because that means it won't pick them up if it's not properly delimbed. That's good. Just in case there were any like that one that I hadn't noticed and hadn't seen. It will do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around the other side. I'm actually going to not going to pick these ones up just yet because we've still got more to cut along that edge. We've collected those ones from the far shore of the field, as it were. So we're going to go and do some more chop. $37,000. Almost to 6.5 million. I'm sure we will be well and truly by the end of the stream. We'll be more than 6.5 million, I'm sure. Bumpity bump, bumpity bump. Or should I say stumpity stump, stumpity stump? So I think probably going to be better to tackle it from this side of things. I'm hoping that the harvester will angle it so that we're pushing it in away from the shore. That's what I'm hoping for. Can't guarantee it, because it's me, and yeah, derp will happen. But we'll see. Let's see what we can do. So that also means I'm not going to worry so much about jumping out of the cab when we get one of those ones that does not do the what's it, the delimbing up the top, because I know I'll be able to deal with it when we're picking up. Yay! It's life a little bit easier. We can count that one as being on the field, not the grass. No, I'm not, because it actually is on the grass. Because when I planted it, all of these, the ones that have kind of overlapped, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Not thinking about the logistics of using this machine. That's fine. We figure it out. There's always a way. Do-do. That one actually isn't on the grass, so that's going to stay. Well, for now. Yeah. Do-do-do. This done, then we're going to go all the way down the other end. That whole other side. I think that's very insulting to the tree's intelligence. This tree is too thick for this machine. Don't be so mean. That one is predominantly on the dirt, so we're going to leave it. Just leaving a trail of trees behind us. Well, chopped up trail of logs, I suppose. Better description.
All hands brace for impact.
Whole lot of logs. Yep, indeed. Let's see. How are you today, Hitman? I hope you're well. How's the back? And how's the applesauce? Then you do 10 a day. Okay. to town yesterday and back's not happy. Ah, okay, that's not the best of places to be, but there we go. Applesauce is done. Heading out in a few minutes to harvest more for cider. Ooh, nice. Not particular cider drinker, but hey, you enjoy it and you're making your own, even better. As you can see, we're harvesting trees. Canned some red beets the past weekend. Oh, nice. Yeah, now beetroot, I do enjoy. Yeah, I don't dislike beetroot. I mean, maybe not for the stains, but it's. So we're just cleaning up. You love pickled beetroot. I don't know if I've ever had it pickled, but beetroot in a salad is yum, says Quizzy. Yeah, I'd go along with that. I never seem to use it all, which is why I don't tend to get it. I mean, yeah, I do enjoy a bit of beetroot and beetroot, radishes, stuff like that in a salad. What the worst thing for me that you can put in a salad is rocket. When I was working down in Southampton, the people that made the sandwiches would always, for some inexplicable reason, they thought putting rocket in it was the best thing since sliced bread. So almost every sandwich had rocket in it. I thought, no, just take it away, get rid of it. So I ended up custom ordering because it was just easier to control and say, no, I don't want that stupid rocket stuff in it. If it's lettuce, that's fine, but if it's rocket, then you can just, yeah, burn it. There we go. Not that I have strong feelings about it. It's a mustardy leaf, Hitman. It's probably got a different name somewhere. I don't mean rocks, no. Yeah, I mean, I just never liked the taste of it, and it always, to me, it just tastes like a frickin' weed. Yeah, I might as well have dandelion leaves in my salad. But there we go. I mean, yeah, I know, I get that lettuce doesn't really taste of much at all, but that's the beauty of it. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 9 more trees to go-ish on this side of things before we flip back to our other. We eat lots of rando greens in a salad from the greenhouse. Oh, fair enough. Grow lettuce as main salad. Yeah, well, why not? You please yourself, Hitman. If your ears were burning, we were talking about you earlier. I forget what we said, but we were talking about you earlier. Oh, we talked about this was the field that was in your name. That was one of the things we said. I'm sure we said more than that. But yeah, since you're here, let's do a little. There we go.
Sarcastic, sassy, what a bunch. What a bunch.
Sassy man. There we go. For anyone wondering what Hitman's voice sounds like, and you haven't watched the All Dirt's Farm video series, that's what he sounds like. There's another one that he sounds like that I play every time I'm testing, and it's this one.
And then I see him, you will be a flat and flat. Flat and flat, flat and flat.
So, yeah, I literally when I'm testing that part of the bot is working, that I play that one. You're a sassy dirt, yes. Sarcastic, sassy. What about you? Indeed, indeed. Flat and flat, indeed. Do, 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 do. It didn't fall down. We nearly went skyward. Oh dear. It's all good fun though, isn't it, Hitman? We were busy on Saturday with our premiere. So although the YouTube series, the All Depths Farm, is pre-recorded, we do a premiere every other week, just so that we can get some live interaction with folks. And yeah, so we record every 2 weeks. We do a premiere every other week, so it balances itself out nicely. Well, just 4 more trees to go. It's all fun and games until someone catches on fire. Well, yes, that's true. But hopefully the only one to catch on fire will be you, Hitman, and that'll be fine. Because no one will notice any drop in productivity. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. So, just 3 more trees here. We've, like I said, the mission, for anyone that has, like Hitman has joined, is trying to just chop the ones that are on the grass at the moment. Just so we can tidy up the field edges, as it were. Or those that have gone over the field edges, I should say. Once that's tidied up, I think, based on how much we've got, we should, I mean, we did about an hour's worth of work and we got 200, best part of 200,000 last time. So we're doing the best part of almost 2 hours worth of work this time. So we should be shooting for being at 6.8 million hopefully by the end of this stream. Which would be nice. So it's not as quick and decisive as it was with all the silage when we were doing it in FS22. Then there was a bunch of stuff going on off screen for that, so I probably will do some tree cutting and just leave them for collection on screen between now and next week. But we're not done with this stream yet, but that will be the plan. I'll probably kind of say I'll cut 2 or 3 rows of trees or something. I didn't intend for that to fold up, but it did. So now we're going all the way back down here. And we're going to do this row of trees that is on the grass. Hitman's laughing again, obviously at the idea of no productivity from him. Do 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 do. So you can see we've already done 1.5 rows. And here we go. Yeah, so now we're just going to do this row. Ooh. Then there won't be... I don't think there'll be any more trees left in the grassy areas. And what I might do is I might try and go and find the wherever I've got the stump grinder. I've got one somewhere, I'm sure. Probably go and find that, and we'll start kind of getting rid of some of the stumps to make navigating around here a little bit easier. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Okay, now I know why it happened. It happened because my fingers were on the wrong row of keys, so instead of pressing WASD, I was pressing S, Z, X, and C. Which is why it didn't work very well. Drippy dirt. Yes, indeed. Very much a derpalopagus moment. Do we have that on there? No, I don't. I should get that one on there. That clip of that. It's a derpalopagus. Da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Oh, oh, oh. So when you're harvesting your apples, Hitman, are you literally picking them off the tree, or are you got it like a tree shaker kind of thing and you harvest them a bit more en masse? You have different varieties of apple. Pick by hand the lower branches. Ah, okay. And presumably the other ones, they fall, and you, if they're good, you pick them off the ground. If they're not, use an extension pole with a little basket on the end. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah. You could almost do with like a chute or something, where they kind of fall into it. The upper ones fall into a chute and come down to you, because then you haven't got to keep going up and down all the time. Da-da-da. Helper puts the apples in the bin. You have 2 Ravensteins, a Gala, a Macintosh, a Yellow Newton, and a Stokes. Oh, nice. I don't know what all those varieties are, but you obviously get enough 6 trees, unless you obviously get enough from 6 trees to do reasonable with. That's quite impressive. I was thinking you'd have like kind of 10, 20 odd trees, but that's cool. Grav and Gala are ready to pick at the end of September. The others are later in October. Oh, nice. But it's nice to have them spaced out a little bit, because otherwise you just have to do a whole lot of excrementus occurris. You have to do a whole lot of work at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. Get hundreds of pounds of apples from them each year. Varies a lot as they're cyclical annually. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Good. No Mac apples last year. Ah, okay. Well, again, as long as you kind of work with the natural cycles of things, and you know what they are, then you're not surprised, and you can still deal with it. And a variety and the diversity of different things helps to make the overall plan that a little bit stronger. So do. Never what you know what you get till after fang. Well, that's fair enough, but again, that's why you have the variety of different things. So hopefully, you've got a bit of resilience built in. It's always amazed me. Certainly in businesses, people kind of, okay, right, well, we'll plan on this, we'll plan on this, we'll plan on this. And they plan on things being linear and never changing. And then they get surprised by stuff. And they go, wait, hang on a minute. And they get so dependent on IT systems or different things. And it's but we didn't make a plan for this. It's well, why not? Why do you not have a backup plan? Why do you not have a resilience for something that could be predicted? But there we go. That's the point of the big variety. You always have some. Yeah, I like it. It's a good plan. So, as you can see, we've got however many trees left are in this row to go. Then we're going to be jumping in the truck and collecting up the logs. Do-do-do. We say resilience costs money. It does. It does. But if you don't build resilience in, then you don't get to complain when something goes wrong. Because you took that choice. Not that it ever works that way, but that's the way it should work, really. If you chose to be cheap. And the example I always give is when I was working for a mobile phone company, they had a lot of resilience built into their billing system. Their billing was their biggest operation because they needed to get the money. And so their billing system, they had a massive system for the time, and it had got redundant hard disks and RAID arrays and da-da-da. And then the ultimate act of redundancy, they got an entire second system, exactly the same, mirrored, ready to take over at any time, because they absolutely could not afford for the billing system to go down and for them not to be able to produce the bills. Yet, in stark contrast, their billing system for the pay-as-you-go was an Access database for a long period of time and would go down almost daily. So, and the theory there was, well, we've already got their money, or at least I assume the theory there was, well, we've already got their money because they're prepaying, so. But what would happen is the billing system for the prepaid would go down. People would make calls beyond what they were allowed to make because they had used their credit. And then when the billing system was catching up for the prepaid, it would very quickly, without them seeming to make a phone call, cut their credit down to zero. They'd put credit on, and because it was still catching up, it would cut their credit down to zero again without them making a single phone call, and they'd complain. Yeah, you did kind of use it, but it was kind of our fault because we weren't keeping up to date with it, so. But there you go. It's just the ways, different ways it can work. go. Right. So now 2, 4, 6, 8 trees left, I think. And yes, Hitman, it almost very rarely stops people from complaining just when you inform them of logic and the fact that they made a decision that led them here. So, yeah. Certainly in management circles, it's good. Well, a lot of places, I mean, risk management became a bigger thing in IT some time ago. It's yeah, you've accepted the risk of this, and we've got your signature here on this on this email or on this bit of paper that says that we told you that this was a risk. We told you that you could invest $100,000 and mitigate the risk by having this solution that we proposed, and you decided that you didn't want to do that. And we told you that the risk was that X would happen, and that's exactly what's happening now. Oh, well, can we spend the $100,000 now? Well, no, because the price has gone up. It's now $150,000. Oops. But there we go. It's all good fun. You gotta love technology. I don't know why, but you have to love it. It's just a legal requirement nowadays. So we are nearly done with chopping trees. It is very typical Hitman, particularly in corporate world. As the saying goes, the excrement rolls downhill. So we are nearly there. We are nearly there. Well, for chopping. Then we've got to collect them and sell them. And make other monies. I dread to think how many trees we've chopped down, but each tree is around about 6,000 each. We've been chopping for most of the stream. But that was the idea. I wanted to try and get the cutting down so we can kind of finish up with the loading and selling. Does get a little bit samey, but like I said, unfortunately, this is the way to make the money. We did try the silage. Whilst it was good, it was not a patch on the money that we're going to get here. This annoys me. Just get around the dang tree. Would be the last one has to be the most annoying of all.
All hands brace for impact.
Do. Do-do-do-do-do. Which of the trailer loads itself? It is indeed Hitman. Well, with a loader, or even just with trying to pick them up one stick at a time, was really time consuming. So we're just going to park this one back up here, ready for the next lot. I'm going to make it not there just so that we can cut through there if we need to. Hey, Josh. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Hitman because Hitman's been the one chatting in YouTube. So yeah, Josh, it is a very good job. Thank you very much for that. Sorry, I was gonna... that was Josh, not you. Yes, indeed, Hitman. I just noticed that. Thank you. Oh dear, but yeah, welcome, Josh. I hope you're having a good day. You're having a good... Well, we're having a fantastic chopping day here. As you can see, we have chopped many trees. Now we're collecting them. Don't tell him that, Josh. That'll go straight to his head. Hitman's not the main anything, but yeah, he certainly has been the most vocal on YouTube side of things today. Quizzy and Puppy have been keeping me company on the Twitch side of things. So well, the only thing that we really wished for, Josh, is that more of what Hitman said was actually helpful or useful. And not just the verbal effluent. But there we go. We live in hope. Quizzy's throwing some little teeny tiny dinosaurs in the chat. Thank you very much. Hey, I'm learning you about apples. Yes, indeed, Hitman. You were talking about apples. It was interesting. But you know that we can't say anything nice about you. It's just not allowed. It's just against the rules. It's not how it works. I mean, after all the years of us kind of being on YouTube with the recording farm sim, if we were to start to be nice to each other, I think people would think the world was ending. I really do believe that. Let's see, get this one. Apparently not. I think we filled it. Okay, let's go. You know it. Of course you know it. You know everything, don't you, Hitman? Oh, dear. So, yeah, so now we're into the clean up your mess section of the stream. Batman, clean up your mess. And yeah, we have definitely been chopping trees today. So we started off the stream, we're about 6.2 million, so we're already at 6.44. We did get some from finishing up the silage and selling the bales. I think the sold wood was only at 720,000, so we'll probably use that as the measure for when we figure out how much money we've made today from forestry. Really would be nice to have a button I can press in cab. Oops. That could initiate the selling of those things. But there we go. It's all good fun. Excellent. It's picking up from a nice range, so I'm able to get pretty much all of these logs, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Won't it if it remains true to what it did last time, it won't pick up the one with the that on it until such time as we do that. Now I'm going to have to go and pick up the other one and put it back the other side. It only picks up from the one side. You can change it, obviously, but there we go. Excellent. We still haven't even finished picking up the trees along this edge. We're at risk of tipping. We're at risk of tipping. Let's avoid tipping, shall we? Oh dear. Da, 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 da. This is the fun part now. It's making money time. Money, money, money. Money. It's already over 6.5 million now. Three trips is the best part of 100 grand, which is absolutely brilliant. So I think we better pick up these ones that we kind of pulled further out. Whilst we haven't finished that, I'm going to start picking up some this side just because it was, rather than going backwards, oops, seems to make more sense just to keep going. We've got a side tail. That's our stabilizer, so Fad doesn't tip it over. That's what we're going to call it. Nice safe loads. Indeed. That's exactly it, Josh. Nothing but... We go with the Dareteba's health and safety school. So... It's always Dareteba's approved. Okay. So that was another 44,000. So next lot. Running around the field. Picking up the wood. Selling it for lots of money because it's so good. I'm just going to jump out because we can already see that this one's going to need a bit of a zup. Zup zup. And I like the fact that the auto load doesn't pick it up if it still needs to be limbed, because that helps me out. Just in case I miss it. Well, I wasn't bothered with not missing it when we did this because I knew that this would catch it, which is what we want. There we go. So we still haven't finished all the loads of this side. Wow. Imagine how much we're going to get from the other side. There's all of this lot down here. Do, do, do. Well, with you saying about the nice safe loads, Josh, I do have to point out I have not tipped over the trailer today. Yet. It's probably going to happen shortly, because I've just said that. But yes, it's. Back to work for Hitman. Yep, take care, Hitman. Thank you for stopping by and being in the chat. Yeah, it was a good natter today. Thank you for that. You here for it? Lots of talk about apple trees and applesauce and cider and yeah, good stuff. Don't tell him, but Hitman can be a wealth of very good information if you're interested in what it's like doing the whole homesteading thing. I find very interesting, actually. We heard it. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, Josh. I completely messed that one up. No, I didn't say you're the greatest. Hey, BT. Offing some knocked on wood today, Fatty. Yeah, we are definitely. We have been going hell for leather on the old harvester. And yeah, this is the result. So, how are you today, BT? I hope you're well. Bye for meow, says Hitman. Take care, Hitman. Yes, we've definitely been. I've chopped. I think the mission that I set myself yesterday was to cut down all of the trees that I'd planted that had been planted outside of the edge of the field, i.e. on the grass. And we have done that. They're not all picked up, but they definitely are all chopped down. So you're just trying to wake up, BT. Well, that's always the fun this time of the day for you. So, was it another... You have been having more long, late days, or is it just the usual kind of finding the motivation to start another day? Which we can all relate to. Do, do, do. Both. Ah, fair enough. It's a shame about the long days going on again, but there we go. Still, as long as it, well, I say as long as it pays the bills, but yeah, that's not necessarily the most important thing. Let's get this one as well, please. Thank you. Being a bit ornery, that one. Got a looks like a top heavy load, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. As Josh has already said, our loads are 100% safe. We know it because Josh put it in the chat. So in case you were wondering, and of course for everyone else, all the health and safety measures here have been approved by Der Tebers, so you know that's the quality seal for health and safety. And if you don't, you need to go watch some of Der's streams. You really do. Oh dear. Okay, another 45,000. We're up to 6.68. So my prediction was that we would be at least 6.8 by the end of the stream. We still haven't picked up all the logs. So I think we're definitely, or at least on target for that, if not for more. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get done. Like I said, we've still got plenty of trees on the deck here to collect. Most important thing is a lack of incidents. Oh, we've had no incidents. Absolutely no incidents. The only things that have gone wrong have been really just me kind of folding the harvester when I didn't want to fold the harvester. Thinks it's loaded itself fully, that's fine. I'll go with its own judgment. And like I said, we have not flipped the trailer over yet, so that's even better. Since it's a farm of one, it's only me to be in danger, so. Did chat say that counted? What, the pressing the wrong button and folding up the harvester? No one said a thing, Big Trucker. No, I don't think anyone even saw it. If they saw it, they didn't comment on it, which means they didn't see it. So I obviously noticed because I was driving the dang thing, but there we go. So, there we go. It's all glorious fun. So there we go. We're now almost at the 6.8 million, and with a lot more to collect. Gonna try and keep at it so that we can get all of this done. Do. There we go. Of course, we get a little bit more as we get closer to the wall, because there was another partial row of trees. So if no one saw it, did it really happen? Well, I'm gonna say no, Big BT. I'm gonna say no, it didn't really happen. It was my imagination. And all these trees that fell, they didn't make a sound. Because no one heard it. No one heard it at all. Not at all. There we go. Ah! That one's going to be a bit awkward, so I'm going to sell that one whilst it's there.
La 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 la. Cultivator.
Thank you very much, BT, for the 25 bits and the la 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 cultivator. Oh dear. That was quite a while ago. That was I'm sure that was on the YouTube recording with Hitman and the team back in the day. That would have been, I think that would have been on the old family farm map. That one, I think. It's a long time ago, obviously, but which means that would have been Farm Sim 17, I think. I don't think it was. Might have been 15, but I think it was 17. The page that this picks up from is really very impressive. Now got them falling off the edge. That's fine. The ones the other side we've got to bring around. Otherwise, they'll be in the way. I'm not even driving it and it fell over. Not my fault, not my fault. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I said it would go over, didn't I? Because I've been talking about it. So there we go. No one's seen it, no one's seen it. All BT's put in is a question mark, so that means that there's no one has actually seen what's happened.
No!
BT, thanks for the 10 bits and the. But of course it didn't happen. Look, I mean, I wasn't in it, so no one got hurt. Now you've gone and tipped it over. Just no, I didn't tip it over. It tipped itself over. Honest. Quizzy says, "Oops." You knew it was going to happen the moment I started saying, "Oh, I haven't tipped it over today." It was gonna happen. I mean, come on, you gotta jinx these things. But at least it didn't happen whilst I was driving it. So them's the rules. Them's the rules. If I'm not driving it, then it tipped itself over. So there we go. We've officially made 6.8 million. That's what all good drivers say. Of course, of course. If I wasn't driving it, then it wasn't my driving that did it. That's just by definition. That's the same kind of logic. Well, not it's actually probably an excessive reach on the logic that is used by there's a driving instructor channel I watch on YouTube, and he's going, yeah, if you've got a really bad situation, stop, because then you can't hit anyone. If you're stopped and someone's driving completely irrationally, and you can stop your vehicle, you did not hit them. So, like I say, if they're coming towards you and it looks like it's going to be awkward, if you stop your vehicle and you are at a stop, you didn't hit them. So, in this case, I was not driving the vehicle, therefore, my driving did not cause that tip over. Oh dear. Or we could just start playing that famous Shaggy song. Oh dear. Right. We're going to be running a slight little bit over today because I still want to pick up the rest of those logs. Josh says, as long as you don't stop quickly, you guess for someone behind. Well, yes, I mean, but again, if you stop quickly for someone behind, they were following you too close. If there's something going on up ahead of you. So that would be the argument. But again, it's as always, and as that driving instructor does say, you've got to take into account all the circumstances of what's going on. Did you break Flintstones? Pay 2 times but gives error. What? I'm not understanding, BT. Is that message meant for here, or it does not make sense to me, unfortunately. Do, do, do. Definitely working our way along. Taking time, but that's fine. So I guess the question is, will we hit 7 million? I think with this amount of trees we possibly will. So we are gonna keep going. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so and on Thursday, Friday we'll be back with Stardew Valley. So we won't be back on this until Monday. So we're going to get this done. If I get a chance over the weekend, I'm going to try and chop down a couple of rows of trees so we've got some more to do. When we get there.
All hands brace for impact.
We get rid of those because they've fallen awkwardly. So that's another 37,000. Sound alerts Flintstones run is not working. Oh! It gives an error message. Has it not refunded you the bits? Let me look at that. I don't normally have the... don't normally have the that open. Well, let's have it. Okay, there it is. So if you played it twice, we'll play it twice for you. Just got to wait for the cooldown. Like to make sure that you get your. If it didn't refund, well, I'll play it again. You'll get your 2 BT. Unfortunately, it won't be at the right time, so apologies. That's a bit naughty, really. It shouldn't give you an error and then not refund you. Fortunately, it has worked from me. So we're going to go again. There we go. And so thank you very much, BT, for the bits there and the Flintstones run sound effects. It's very, very, very much appreciated. And look, we can see we're getting closer to the end of it. There we go. This will obviously definitely take us over to 6.9 million. Goodness gracious me. We're making the money, people. We're making them all that time chopping down those trees. And now we get to see results of our efforts. That's fine. I'm going to take those and we're just going to load. I know I saw that it was working for the other ones. I don't understand why it didn't like that one for you, BT. But again, I do appreciate it. That's another 50 bits, and it's all appreciated. It always is. Just sometimes I get so distracted by things that I forget. I don't always forget to say thank you, but sometimes I say thank you, and then it feels like it's said so quickly. But yes. Does that mean you're having to run off, BT, or is that just in reference to my kind of expert driving on stream? Walk happens. It does, but that's the thing I do like is that Sound Alerts does give me the ability to go in and do those things as the streamer so that we can catch those things and fix it, because it doesn't recapture the moment, but at least it does make sure that if you've paid to play a sound on the stream, you at least get your just rewards, as it were. I was gonna say, when is that gonna drop? Reference to my dodging of responsibility. I didn't hold any responsibility. It was completely. Okay, I might have used a great big log and pushed the trailer over. Okay, but I wasn't driving, so it doesn't count as my driving. It was my ability to load things, and we all know that's rubbish. That's why we've got an auto load. Oh dear. Can take a couple more. There we go. We've got an antenna. Got one sticking up as an antenna. It's picking up all the best radio stations. That's what it's doing. You wouldn't have thought that a piece of wood could do that, but it's a clever piece of wood. We wrapped it in foil, so it does what it needs to do. Doodly doo. We've hit 7 million. Oh no, those can stay. It's good. We've hit 7 million. Ah! Almost. Cow tipping is the traditional troubled youth activity, not truck tipping. Well, what can I say, BT? I'm a high achiever. Don't do things by halves. And we've only got another couple of truckloads, hopefully. It's another top heavy load, so let's take that carefully. Da, da, da. Mind you, if you can find a traditional troubled youth that can pick up an 8 or 9 meter pine log, then yeah, I think they deserve to be tipping trucks, not cows. Another 45,000. That can drop there. I'm okay with that. So it looks like we're going to be up to at least 7.1 million. So we started with 6.2 million. Will we make a full million from this stream? Because that would be cool. Because that would then mean if I chop 4 rows. Actually, because we could chop more than if we chop 4 or 5 rows, we could potentially, well, 6 rows. We could maybe get to the point of getting the 10 million done. That would be cool. So I think that's what I might aim to do, is chop down 4 rows of trees, chop down 2 on the next stream, and then collect the whole lot. And if we can collect the whole lot of that, and that makes us our 10 million. That could mean that next week we can complete Farm Sim 19. So I think that'll be the plan. So like I said, we are going to be close. This is definitely the right plan for us. 36 grand. I just for one log, I really can't, unless it falls awkwardly, I cannot be bothered to get out of the cab again just to sell 1 log. Doesn't make sense to me. It's A lot of things don't make sense to BT. Well, yeah. I try to make sense out of stuff, but yeah. Anything inspired by humans, which, let's face it, is pretty much everything in our world, is just, yeah, utterly nonsensical. I think mostly by design. Go 7.14, so we just need 60,000. And we hit the 7.2 million. Which, like I said, would be a full million ahead of where we were. I don't think we're going to get there. So there is not enough logs here for that. There really isn't. Which is a shame, but it's not going to be far off. So let's go and see just how close we are. That, I reckon, 15,000? Maybe as... No, maybe not quite as much as 20. Let's go and sell these. 17,000. I was not far off. So let's shut the truck off for now. So yeah, so we have had a very successful day. Let's just look at how much we have made. So we're now up to 1.53 million on trees. We're at 700,000. So we've 720,000, I think it was. So we've made, what's that, 800,000 today? Is that right? I guess so, yeah. Yeah, so we've definitely made some progress today. So the plan will be for next week that I will have chopped down, assuming I get the time, I will have chopped down 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of trees, and we'll then chop down an additional 2. And we'll see if that can give us a lot more. A lot more like getting up towards the 8.5, 9 million. So we might have just next week and the week after potentially just to get us to the 10 million. So yeah. So yeah, so let's go and have a little look. So for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. We're going to go to our outro screen. I'm going to say thank you very much to BT for the for all the bits.
I love this.
For all the bits and for the sound alerts.
Is
Thank you to
chasing me across the map to empty his harvest.
Puppy for the sub.
Going faster than I am.
Thank you to Puppy, Quizzy, Hitman, Josh. And of course BT for keeping me company in the chat. Hilarious. I do always appreciate it.
So slow this tractor is.
Yes, I did say about the button to sell from the truck as well, Josh. It would really be a nice thing. But A, it's not there, so we can't use it. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely evening. If you're on Twitch, do stick around. I'm going to see if I can find an appropriate person to raid. Let's just have a little look, see what's going on. Well, it looks like Wolfman is on World Rally Championships, so we're going to head on over there. So be sure to tell him to crash safely, and that my driving is impeccable, so he has to hold the standard up. So do stick around for that if you can on the good old Twitchiness. For, like I said, for the YouTube viewers, thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. I will be back on Thursday with Stardew Valley, and we'll be kind of carrying on our little quest to perfection there. So Until then, take care and goodbye for now.